see where it shifts, and I'm definitely going to watch this wideband to see if we're going lean or not. So here we go. We're in drive, and we're going to let it shift itself. God, dude, I barely touched the gas and this car went freaking sideways.
Yeah.
This thing does not hook on these street tires. This car makes way more power than Betty, that's for sure. All right, let's try to roll into it a little bit better.
That was 5,200.
Yeah. Let's see what we got. God, I can't even hang into it. Challenger today, but as you can see, this is Zoro. We're in my son's 2014 Dodge Challenger RT Plus. For those that don't know, if you're just jumping in, Zoro has a TorqStorm Supercharger on it. We're running a 3.1 pulley with the Gen 2 TorqStorm housing. So we added that not long ago. So the boost has been bumped up quite a bit. And I'm not sure exactly what the boost is, so today we're going to log it and find out what we got going on for boost, because the boost gauge quit working, so we need a new boost gauge. But we're trying to get a log in it so we can send it to Ryan and have him adjust it accordingly. And the car also has an FRP Tomahawk camshaft. This is a 5-speed car. This is a NAG 1 car. And we have a small, like 3200 stall converter in it. It has an MMX 2-step and a handful of other modifications as well. So we're just going to kind of go out, drive it, get on it a little bit, and see where we're at. But I do know the tune definitely needs to be adjusted. Oh, the other thing we are running is a meth kit also. We're running a meth injection kit, and pretty much it. So let's go drive it, see what we got. That camshaft definitely hits compared to the Comp 270 that's in Betty, that's for sure. And the stall converter in this car needs to be bigger. The 3200, in my opinion, for a Tomahawk is the very, very bare minimum. I would suggest probably a 36 or 3800. That'll probably be what goes in this car in the future. It's probably going to be like a 3800 minimum. But Tomahawk sounds damn good, that's for sure. Feels weird not shifting now. The other thing we're trying to find out is FRP sent us a tune to raise our automatic shift points up, because we have been racing this car in manual mode because it's been faster, because we can, you know, hold the shifts out a little bit longer. So he bumped our shift points up to, it's supposed to be shifting at about 6,900 RPM now. So that's the other thing we want to test out, is to see if the automatic shifts are actually shifting where we want them to. Because that'll definitely help my son be able to hopefully win some races coming up here soon. Because shifting in manual mode, it's kind of hard to be consistent. So we want the car to do what it needs to do by itself, so he can be consistent and hopefully win a class here soon, coming up this year. The other thing too is the last time we took this car out and ran it, it had that
the tinfoil manifold. just cruising around, the difference between this car and Betty is noticeable. As in the way it's just cruising. You can tell
this car rides a lot rougher.
You can tell Betty feels more tight.
Yeah, this car runs a lot rougher as far as suspension goes to me, because one, he has some dog crap coilovers on it that I'm not a fan of, because he wanted to lower it more. But he said he's gonna put the BMR back on. Plus, we have no sway bar in the front. He removed that because it drag races it mostly, so that'll make it ride a little floppy too. But it still steers pretty tight. But I don't like the coilovers on it. The coilovers
it definitely
seems a lot rougher.
Betty definitely feels like it hugs the road a lot better.
Yeah. Betty also has wider tires too. The tires on this car are really small for the street tires. Like, this car smokes these tires when you hammer it.
Well, like you said before, Betty's like a punch here. It all is.
Yeah.
With the TorqStorm, it's I'll give it to you gradually and let it build.
Yeah, but it's still pretty quick. The TorqStorm, I feel like, builds boost quicker than most other centrifugals.
Well, yeah, I mean, the TorqStorm, as soon as you punch the pedal, you've got boost.
Yeah, there's definitely I feel like usually on my truck, and even on this one, when the boost gauge worked, like, as soon as you punched it, like, you would get about half of your boost instantly.
Oh, yeah.
And then it built gradually from there.
Yeah, you'd get 4 or 5 pounds of boost almost instantaneous.
Yeah, and then it's just a gradual build from there, like a turbo would be. Whereas Betty is basically, it's like all of it, bam, you know. We'll see if this button works or not. Yeah, we've been having issues with this new MMX box. It froze up. So no two-step yet. We're still trying to figure that out with MMX. So yeah, I'm just going to kind of try to roll into it and see where it shifts. And I'm definitely going to watch this wideband to see if we're going lean or not. So here we go. We're in drive, and we're going to let it shift itself. God, dude, I barely touched the gas and this car went freaking sideways.
Yeah.
This thing does not hook on these street tires. This car makes way more power than Betty, that's for sure. All right, let's try to roll into it a little bit better.
That was 5,200.
Yeah, I seen like mid-12s on the AFR when I floored it a little bit. So it's definitely not happy right now at all. It is making some serious steam. It's annihilating these freaking tires though, especially on how cold it is out here. This car is freaking fast. I will say that. If Betty's making like 500 wheel on the previous tune and everything,
this one's got to be
this
close
car's
to 650
making
or so.
car's making 600 or north of 600 wheel easy. Well guys, we tried to log Zoro, but the cold day we got today and these crappy tires that Zoro's sitting on for the street tires is not working out. This car makes way too much steam, and we safely cannot get a proper log. That's all there's to it. So hang with us. We're going to try to get another log, and we're just going to have to put the drag radials on the back and do it that way. And hopefully, at least with the race tires on the back, maybe we can control the car enough to get a decent log on the street. But yeah, that's kind of the problems when you start making power like this. It's just hard to get data on the street, because the street does not cooperate like the track. So with that said, hope you enjoyed the video. Comment down below what you think. Give the video a thumbs up. Stay safe out there. We'll see you guys on the next one.